BoxingVoice.com here with the former IBF welterweight champion of the world, Randall, the Knockout King Bailey. Now, Randall, you've been kind of flying under the radar since the Devin Alexander fight. I believe you fought in November against Umberto Toledo, which kind of ended in a bizarre way with Toledo getting disqualified for pushing the referee. Talk about that fight. How bizarre was that, and how did it feel going through that situation?
Well, it was kind of crazy because I felt like he was trying to find a way out because I was hitting him real hard. Matter of fact, I hurt both my hands hitting him, and I knew he was trying to find a way out, but I didn't think he would, result in attacking the referee. So it was kind of crazy for me.
Now, you haven't been on television since that Alexander fight. Are there any plans to have any of your fights back on the networks? Anything lined up in the future for that?
Well, I'm the type of person where I understand the situation, and I understand I didn't look good in the fight, in the Alexander fight, which wasn't all my fault. When you're fighting a guy that really just wants to run and then grab and hold, that's not really committed to really putting on a good fight, and just winning, it's hard. It's hard for a fighter like me. But, I'm back in the gym, and I just plan on working my way back up. It's nothing to me. I did it before, and I can do it again.
So, what does the year 2014 look like for Randall Bailey? I know you're back in the gym. You're trying to work yourself way back into the title contention. But what does that plan look like right now?
Well, I've been offered a fight for the IBF. The IBF Intercontinental belt, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take that fight against this guy, Frederick Lawson, out of Chicago. I think we're going to go ahead and take this fight with him, and that'll be the starting point right there.
Okay. Now, this past Saturday we saw a fight with Malignaggi and Sean Porter, and we know Sean Porter beat the guy that you lost to, Devin Alexander. What did you think of that fight, and how would you handle a guy like Sean Porter? Because you can punch, you may be a little bit more physically stronger than Paulie. How would you handle his pressure and his strength?
That's the kind of fight. That's the kind of fight I like to fight. I like to fight a guy that comes to fight. You fight guys that's trying to that literally comes in the ring to try to win on points, that don't even try to go for a knockout or commit to making a good fight. It's hard. And I like Sean Porter. Sean Porter, when he comes to fight. And in the Devin fight, Devin fought him like he was the stronger fighter and he was a puncher. I wish he would have fought me like that. It would have been a better fight. And it probably wouldn't have went the distance. But he chose to not fight that fight with me. And Sean Porter was right there ready for him when he thought he wanted to be aggressive and beat him at his own game.
So, basically, what champion out there do you feel as though would be the best fight for you when you look at the landscape of this welterweight division? Is Sean Porter the type of fighter, or you said he was the type of fighter that you like, is that a guy that you'd be looking for? Is that the person that you'd be gunning for? Because, again, that's your style matchup right there, a guy that's going to come at you and fight you, as opposed to trying to hold you and box you.
There's a lot of guys out there that I would like to fight. I'm not going to just call out Sean Porter because that would definitely be a good fight for me if I could go ahead and handle business with this other fight that's been offered to me, getting the IBF Intercontinental belt that'll put me in a good position. And you never know, maybe me and Sean Porter can get it on, but I sure would like to fight Keith Thurman, and I sure would like to fight Andre Berto, because I feel like Andre Berto, actually avoided me.
Now
after I stepped aside and let him fight for the title that I was supposed to be fighting for, we had an agreement for us to fight. And he ended up relinquishing the belt to do another Victor Ortiz rematch, which never happened.
So you still got a sour taste in your mouth for Andre Berto because of that fight never materializing, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think you were the mandatory at that time. Were you or were you not?
I was.
Yeah, and he did not fight you. He avoided you. So you have unfinished business with him. So it's more, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a little bit personal because of that, because you feel as though that would have been, you would have got that title right then and there. Obviously, eventually you did get the title, but you're kind of a little bit disappointed that you didn't get it when you wanted it.
I fought before fighting Mike Jones in 2012. I fought December 10th in Belgium, 2011, and I fought once in 2010. I fought once in 2011 in September when I stepped aside and let Berto fight for the title. That was my only fight that year, following having to wait all the way to next summer to fight Mike Jones for the title because I stepped aside and let him fight for the title. You know what I'm saying? And after the fight, I actually went up to him in the ring and told him, "Look, I did you a favor. You know what I'm saying? You got to return the favor." And he looked me dead in my face and said, when he get back from his fight, he's gonna have his people contact my people so we can sit down and negotiate something. And next thing I know, I haven't heard nothing. He just disappeared. And next thing I hear, he's fighting. He's trying to fight a rematch with Victor Ortiz, which I didn't. Well, I'm not gonna say I didn't. I knew it wasn't gonna happen.
So do you feel as though if you get this IBF Intercontinental title that you could lure him back in the ring, let him kind of try to work his way back in, because he's coming off a couple losses right now, and he needs a fight himself. Yeah. So
it'll be a good fight. So I don't understand why he wouldn't do it.
Yeah. So you have a history of being a slow starter. Obviously, in the Devin Alexander fight, in the Mike Jones fight, you got off to a slow start. Is that something that you feel as though you're going to need to work on to get a title back, get a major title back? Is that something you feel as though that it's a weakness of yours and you have to fix it?
Let me tell you, my whole career has been about making changes. Every loss I've ever got, I always went back to the drawing board and rebuild. Whether I had to get rid of somebody or bring somebody else in new, or just but I always make the necessary adjustments I need to make to improve myself. So that's exactly what I did in this fight. The Mike Jones fight, I'm not going to say nothing about my training, but I wasn't happy with it for the Mike Jones fight. And, stupid me for not taking care of the situation after that fight and going into the Devin Alexander fight with the same situation, my bad. I take it on the chin myself. But trust me, I'm back in the gym. Feeling good. I plan on doing what I do best, coming back, showing everybody that Randall can still go in the ring and take care of his business.
So do you have a new trainer? Do you have a new management team? Have you started from scratch? Have you kind of cleaned house in an effort to kind of fix things up a little bit? Well,
I didn't totally clean house all the way, but I've made some different changes. There's a couple of people that's not there that was there.
Okay. All right, so in closing, is there anything that you have to tell the fans? Is there any breaking news that's going on with Randall Bailey right now that you could give us?
Stay tuned. The KO King will return very soon.
So when is the next fight again? I repeat that. I don't know if you told me the date.
They have it scheduled for June 7th.
Oh, okay. So June 7th, you'll be back in action, and we'll be looking out for you because it is a minor title, and it's a stepping stone to get on to bigger and better things. And we're looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for taking the time out today, man. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. No problem.
All right.